Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive card reader, and I've got a message for Cancer this week. And I have asked my guides and spirit for a message that's deeply meaningful and deeply helpful for you this week. I have to tell you, I was looking forward all week to your reading because I just really wanted to know how it was going to turn out for you. It's kind of like I was reading a book and I couldn't wait to get to the next chapter. So interesting this week. It's a little easier than last week, so you can be comforted by that, I hope. So, if I'll forget to say this, so I have to say it now. In the course of this reading, you feel compelled to like or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And please consider subscribing. It does help to keep us in touch, and it keeps you in contact with that consistent information from spirit and from your guides also that will help propel you forward. So, the energy around you this week, we've got the Knight of Pentacles energy. Now, this is the focus energy. This is like ultimate focus. You've got your goal in your sights, and nothing is dissuading you from that. Unfortunately, you've got that Five of Swords again. You're not really able to focus. You're feeling a bit still, kind of unsettled, ungrounded, and just kind of like, ugh, I don't know what to do. You're not ready to focus yet, is what we're saying. And it's interesting because the Knight of Pentacles, they're just saying to me, sometimes some tarot card readers will say he's out in search of something, whether it's a mate or a job or something like that. But it's the idea that he has something that he wants. He has something that's tangible, and he's out to get it, and nothing's going to stop him. And you're just kind of not feeling there yet. You're there, but you're not feeling there. You're not thinking you're there. So you do actually know what you want. You do actually know how to move this forward, but you just don't think you are. Okay? Now, the rest of this story, we've got the High Priestess. I love this card. We've got the Page of Cups, also good. But then we stand off with the Queen of Wands. The King of Wands. And I think it's interesting because we have some of the same cards as last week. I think these three cards were all together last week. So it's kind of like they're saying you dealt with the energy and we've shifted it around, and now you're ready to deal with it in a different way. Before, none of the energy can move, and now it's moving, so we're building on it. So I really love this. Now, the High Priestess, let's talk about this card for a second. This is intuitive power coalesced into something huge. And what does that mean? This means strong intuition, strong messages from your intuition about things you think you don't know the answer to, but you really do. And I just can't say the word strong enough. Because when this card shows up, it shows that you know exactly what you want, and it's because your intuition is talking to you about it. And I know that you have very strong intuition, and this card is confirming it. And it's a little, I want to say, shrouded in darkness, shrouded in mystery. It's not like, aha, I know exactly what to do. This is a deeper knowing. This is really way down deep inside you that you have to be very quiet and very still to hear it. But nonetheless, it's there. And it's wisdom that's available for you and wants to help you. Now, the thing is, you take the Page of Cups. So you take this raw, goddess energy, and you distill it down to like a little teenager. So the Page of Cups is intuitive, but she's someone who's just developing her intuition a little bit. And so it's like she gets glimmers, whereas the High Priestess gets like these columns of energy that just know exactly what she's saying. And this one is just kind of like touching it a little bit, like, yeah, I think there might be an intuition, where this one is like, I know the intuition. And this Page of Cups also has a tendency to get lost in her emotions, which it kind of blocks the channel for the intuition. Intuition and emotions use the same channel in a sense. And when your emotions are too high or too out of control, then it kind of clogs the artery. Weird. It clogs the psychic artery, and that information, the intuition, can't flow to you. On the other side, which I know is never really a problem for you, when your emotions shut off, then the intuition can't actually get through either, because it's like the path dries up and it can't flow. So we need your emotions to be in balance so that your intuition can flow. But something happens where you can't actually stand up with that full, powerful, mature, intuitive knowledge that you actually have. And it's because of this guy. And there's a couple meanings with this. Either in the presence of males, in the presence of that father figure, you have a hard time standing up to him because he wants proof of action. He wants you to do something. He wants you to show you that he wants to see the results. He just wants something shown to him. And you're like, well, I can't really show you any of this because it's inside me, but I know it's true. And so you have a hard time standing up to that fiery energy there. The second meaning of this is that you have a hard time taking action. So even though your intuition says very strongly to you exactly what you need to do, part of you worries either you can't follow through or it won't be received well by others. And so you don't. You don't take the action. And so then again, we have this softened and stilted. It's kind of like, I just feel that this poor little thing here, this poor Page of Cups, is overwhelmed by the energy, the thought of taking this action. You're just not sure how to do it. But you're thinking that you stand alone. You're thinking it's just the strength of your emotions that are up against this either actual person that puts the pressure on you to take action or your desire to take action. It's like you can't get the power to do what you have to do. But then you've got this behind. You've got the High Priestess. So your intuition is not you alone. Your intuition is connection from your guides and from your higher self. And it's from your truest self. It's the most powerful tool that you can actually have. Now you notice she's flying in the air. He's still confined to the ground. So what does that mean? She's got the power to fly. He still has to walk like a human on the ground. So you have the power to be so much more. But it's hard for you to put that into action. It's hard for you to make that happen. And it's really just a matter of belief. It's really a matter of believing in yourself, that you know the exact right thing to do. You know the steps you need to take, and you know the action you need to take, and it may be different than this flashy action that this person is telling you to do. But the important thing is that you are listening to that power within you, because it's not really power from you, it's power from your higher self, which is pure positive energy, it's pure love. And that's what's standing behind you. I mean, I just love this because they're in a standoff and he thinks that he's got the upper hand, but she's got this behind her looking at her saying, no, actually, this is who we really are. These together, look at us together, look how powerful we are. We can take this guy. So it's funny because I know last week they had me give you all sorts of specific actions, but this week it's more about taking time to believe in yourself. So it can mean just sitting in your meditation and saying, I believe in myself. I believe in my higher wisdom. Actually, it's saying to yourself throughout the day, I know exactly what to do. And saying that over and over and over. They just dropped that in. And I'm very grateful they did. But I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. Even when you're not doing anything, I know exactly what to do. That's what you need to be telling yourself over and over and over, because you do. And that's going to help you believe in that focus to get your goal, to get that thing that you want. All that letting go last week was in service of your goal. And so I get that we're not quite there, but you're on your way. So let me make sure there's nothing else they want me to say to you. Okay, they're just trying to drive home the idea of power and really believing in the power of your intuition and believing in the power of your emotion. It's just sometimes hard to bring it out, to articulate it, because you feel it so deep inside that it's almost like you can't even come up with the words to say it to someone. but it doesn't matter because you know exactly what to do. And that's your mantra for the week. So if you've got questions, please reach out in the comments below. And if you're looking for something a little deeper and you feel that this is the time to really start doing some spiritual work, I do have some openings both with my readings and my guidance, my mentoring package. So you can check them out on my website, trueguidancetarot.com. There's also links in the description below. So I'll look forward to seeing you next week, and we'll see how your story continues.